Yo, what's going on, Tamers? Time for a market watch update. I did our first market watch here at the beginning of the month. I was gonna wait and do a monthly market watch, but we got some news to talk about, so let's jump into it. First thing, I got a statement pulled up here in front of me. Let me read that. It's from the official Digimon. I believe this was on the Facebook group. Let's see here. So, pieces of information they have for us. Let's get this out of the way. BT4 Great Legends Premium Pack Set 01 release date announcement, availability and update. Hello Digimon Tamers, the pre-release and release date of Great Legends BT4 has been postponed to the following. Pre-release June 4th is now moved to June 10th. The release is going to be on June 11th. And then in addition, the premium packs, the ones that come with 2 version 1.0 and 2 booster packs of 1.5, along with the 2 Shine Greymon promo cards, are now going to be released on the 28th of May. Let's see. We now have reopened the BCC registration page in North America and Europe. Essentially, they want to get another head count of who's interested in Digimon. So go ahead and sign up for that if you haven't. Make sure you're registered with your local game store, etc., etc. To our users, we kindly ask you contact your local game store and they confirm the pre-release and participation and registration by the revised deadline of Monday, May 3rd. So again, contact your local game store. It's important that they know that you're supporting them. They want to get a head count on their numbers. These kind of things are going to determine how many, promo packs, pre-release packs, tournament packs, that kind of thing, the prize support you're going to have for your store. So make sure you're signing up for that stuff. And then this is the important part. This is why we're watching this in regards to the market watch, or why we're talking about this. We would also like to briefly update you on product availability. As previously stated, March 10th, we a reprint of boosters 1.0 and 1.5 arrived at distributors at the end of March. Boom, already happened. Surprise. Further reprint waves of these boosters and starter decks 1 through 3 will arrive in distributors in June, July, and August. So we got 3 more waves of what just happened. Furthermore, BT4 Great Legends has also been reprinted in advance of the release date and will arrive at distributors June, July. Starters 4 through 6 have also been reprinted. Advised the release will arrive at distributors in August. So they're essentially telling us here that, they're reprinting like they promised. They're trying to keep up with the demand. They're doing what they can. I think this is a good thing. Why it's important to us for Market Watch, I've been telling you guys to wait for these reprints. So your window of opportunity is starting now. Boom, one's already out. And then we got 3 more waves, right? June, July, and August. So we'll revisit that. Let's get into the Market Watch. Just to give you some information, I did go back. I looked at the comments. I watched my own market watch from earlier in the month just to kind of get a feel for what those prices were. I jotted down some notes. Let's go over it. Let's see what's going on. So, first thing, Omnimon, he was around $300 last time we saw him. He's still in that ballpark. Chilling here at $284 for the cheapest one. $280, I guess. $499 with shipping. So $284 free shipping is the best value right now. He's holding strong. We're not going to go over every card. I just kind of want to do some of the highlights. There are some more. There's just more cards in general on the market, right? Because people have been opening these. So if you're a collector, if you're looking for alternate arts, it's not a good thing for you to just buy more booster boxes than you need and open them searching for these. Eventually you're going to just wish you would have just bought the cards outright on the secondary market. So with reprints coming out and other folks opening them, maybe getting cards for the first time, then they can trade back those alternate arts, box toppers, things like that out to the community on the secondary market. And that way you don't have to, open packs of things that you primarily don't need if you already have cards. They get things brand new and then get some cash back. So everybody's kind of happy in that scenario. Let's skip over to Lilithmon here. I told you she's been kind of creeping up. I think this is mainly the waifu aspect. She was, let's see, like 110 the last time we visited her. She's up to 117. We're only like 15 days away from that last video, a couple weeks. So she's creeping up pretty fast, guys. Only 15 listings out there. If you want one of these, I'd suggest getting your hands on it as soon as possible. You can definitely wait for one of these next couple of waves of reprints and maybe see if it drops down 5 or 10 and then snag it. But, you know, if that's on your want list, you should be thinking about it. War Greymon, I think... War Greymon, that was the red one. So this one was a little over $100 last time we saw it. You can now get one for a little under. Same thing with Beelzemon. Omnimon, there's a bunch more listings of the base 1.0 Omnimon. I think I saw him get down to about $95. There's a ton, 23 listings, right? So there's a bunch out there. Price is holding strong though, because it's a good card. Looking at Diaboromon, 5 listings, 66.39. Let's see, where was he? He was closer to 70 last time we looked at him. Market price is still at 70. Let's see. I feel like somebody just posted. Ooh, wow. Yeah, so there's 5 posting, guys. There's one at around the rate that we've been seeing, and then the next are, you know, approaching $100. So he's going to be climbing fast. Angelomon has been on the climb again from their tournament winning promo packs. Not a whole lot to say on there. I wish it was a holofoil, but it is not. It's a good card to invest in. It's definitely very rare. So it makes a lot of these cards investable. Metal Greymon, secret rare alternate art. So last time we looked at this, I mentioned that it just looked like there was a recent buyout. He was at $90, I think, when we looked at him last. So he's dropped a little, and the price is kind of stagnated. But so he's currently at 60. He's on the rise. Definitely the buyout is over, and he's kind of settled. Shine Greymon. This guy was at 65 last time we looked at him. So he's dropped down to 55. A lot more reasonable. I expect this guy to maybe go to 50 or so at like rock bottom prices. It's an awesome looking card. Super blinged out with the foil. It's a cool character in the show. There's lots of things to like about this card, as well as it's a tier 1 deck right now. So if you want to get your hands on those, now is kind of a window of opportunity. Again, we'll be seeing a couple more with these reprints. We need to get some more data back to see what's going to happen with those reprints, if they'll just keep pushing the prices down, or if they'll go down and then back up between reprints. And then another thing that could be happening right now, I'm sure a lot of people have been saving their cards, not posting them, maybe keeping unopened product, and then they're actually seeing these reprints hit the stores, and they're starting to panic a little, and then they're throwing their product out here wanting to get rid of it because maybe it isn't or wasn't what they thought it was going to be. My advice on that is, you know, we might be seeing some of that panic. If you're one of those people that are on the fence or wondering about it, I'd suggest not to panic, just stay the course. You know, you should be, if you're looking at buying games or buying cards as an investment, plan for the long term, like 2-3 years if you're of holding some of these things, right? If you're not going to hold them that long, then you're kind of looking to get a quick buck, or just play with the cards and then flip them and reinvest, right? So it depends where you're at or what you're doing. War Greymon, he's at $50 right now. The last time we saw him, again, looked like there was a buyout. He was at $120, guys. Obviously no one paid that. It's just somebody bought him out and posted him. He's settled now around the $50 mark. 25 listings. There's quite a few out there. You know, people are gonna have to work through these reprints before that card goes up again. And with it not being super, it's not unplayable. Without it being you know, super playable, it's probably not going to climb as fast as maybe some of the other cards that are more used. Beelzemon, it's at 46 with 20 listings. Last time we looked at it, $44.99. So he's been pretty stagnant on this art, the regular art. Not a whole lot to say about that. There's not much change with Beelzemon. I think he's a hard card to pull. I think he found an appropriate place in the market. If purple ever picks up, more people are rushing to play purple, or you know, everyone's all about it, this card's probably going to jump with. It's a very powerful thing to be able to go from an Impmon to a Beelzemon just real quick. All right, taking us over to a second page here. Caramon, he's about a $2 difference from the last time we looked at him. He's a tournament promo card. Quite a few more listings, 16. It's up from what we saw last time. Gallantmon, This man's crashed a little bit. Let's see, where are my notes? Galletmon, he was 55, down to 40 now. So I know a lot of hype around this alternate art when some of the new starters and Galletmon support cards and things shown in set 5 were like released and talked about. This guy jumped up. Now he's kind of settling back down, and he's actually kind of crashed below the market price just because of the reprints and potential, you know, people, like I said, people being unsure about the market and trying to unload or whatever their thoughts are on that or what could actually be happening. Let's move over to TK Takashi alternate art. This man's at $35 right now. I think he was, let's see, where's my notes on TK? I think he was like 44 plus. I think $30 is a really great friendly price for this card. At 35, that's not bad for just being posted on the internet, right? So do you need to buy this card? No. You can definitely get a regular version that works for your Greymon deck, but if you want it blinged out, as well as TK Takashi I see used in BT4, BT5 still when I look at some Japanese decks online, this card's still seen play for a while. So I think this is one of the better tamers. It's definitely rare. When you open a booster box, you only get one box topper, one of 6 colors, one of 6 tamers, right? And not guaranteed to be this one. So in all reality, he's more rare than the $300 Omnimon alternate secret art, but he's maybe just not, he's just not as popular, right? But he's actually more rare. So that's what makes a card like this interesting from an investment standpoint. If you're wanting TKs, 35 is not super bad. You should think about jumping on this, or when these next reprints hit, trying to snag it at a good price if you want one. Let's go look at Metal Garurumon. He's at 26 bucks posted right now. You see the market price at 38. I think this was a card that caught some hype with some of the set 5 stuff being released and talked about, that they knew that, you know, this would come around and be more playable in purple then, and then people wanted to buy up the alternate arts. It's significantly cheaper right now, guys. If you were on the fence and thinking about getting one of these or investing or whatever it is, I feel like now is the time. 26 bucks. It is an alternate art. It's not just a regular SR. I don't know how much lower this thing can go. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on Metal Garurumon purple. Let's see. Millenniumon. He's also trending down a little bit. Let's see, he's at 31. We saw him approaching 41 the last time, or sorry, approaching the $40 mark, just a little under, I think. Lilithmon, she's about the same, alternate art. She hasn't moved too much. There's a bunch more postings at 30. Diaboromon, alternate art, as low as 25. Let's take a look. Okay. So more like 28 range, 29, just under 30 bucks. Still down from what we were seeing last time. Let's see. Again, Kari Kamiya. Again with box toppers, super rare. This thing was Kari was 35 last time we looked. I think it was a little overhyped. People had cleaned out the TKs. They were working on some of the other tamers, this one included, being a part of Shine Greymon setup. It's at a pretty good price right now at 22 $. Shipping. Yeah, so 22 to maybe 25 as soon as somebody starts buying a couple of these range. Get them while they last is my advice. Again, toppers are rare. If you want to, you know, bling out your deck, max rarity, flex a little bit, or just save for the long term, you know, that card will help you do that. Ultra Force Veedramon. We're seeing 25 bucks at the moment, guys. Again, a lot of these alternate arts that are $25 and less, they're rare cards in general. So whether the card is good or playable or not, it's definitely a rare commodity. So if you're looking at it from a collectible standpoint, and then we do know Galletmon and Veedramon are going to be, or Ultra Force Veedramon are receiving their own like theme decks upcoming. So there's going to be more support with those archetypes. They're not going anywhere. Take a look and see what's on the third page here. This will be the final one we do. Kurosarimon. He's way down from where we saw him. There's a bunch more postings now, 11. I think there was only a couple. Yeah, 2 listings last time. And he was closer to 40 bucks as opposed to the 28. This is a really cheap card to, or inexpensive card to hard cast. I see a lot of potential with this card. Again, I think I told people last time it was sleeper, so keep an eye on that one. Flower Cannon, 2420. It's creeping down there. $25 range, I think, is a really good price for alternate art on Cannon. Let's see. Looks like the actual base Shine Greymon's down a little bit. I think it's 25 previously. It's at 22, so little decrease. Mimi Tachikawa, 20 listings. Previously, when we looked at her there, I said it looked like there was a buyout. She was up to $32 for posting for one, and there was only 4 listings. Now there's 20 listings, and she's 20 bucks. So if this is a card you like, again, with TK, I do see this being played in at least set 4. I don't know if I saw set 5 decks that were playing it, or at least like tournament posted topping decks, right? But this tamer, along with TK, Kari, and maybe the red Kai, just because of the security attack, but their effects they're all memory tamers. That's fine. But then they have an extra effect, and Mimi's just gives you another breeding phase, essentially. So to be able to accelerate something or hatch another egg, that's phenomenal. I see this being good for a really long time, or at least useful. So you know, if it has uses, other cards will come along and it'll make it great. So I kind of believe in Mimi. I think she's at a low price. If you want a flashy full art, now is one of the windows of opportunity. Hydebon, this man's down. Last time we talked about him, I talked about picking up a couple at 25. He's down to 18 now. Again, this is probably due to the reprints and things. There's just more out there, not a whole lot of people playing purple. If you didn't drop Hydebons, they're kind of hard to get at 1.0. I'd suggest picking up a couple while they're cheap, because again, you got to think on some of these, how much farther can they crash. Booster pack costs roughly $5, and you know, this is an SR, so it's a better pull than just your normal rare. So what does that mean? What's the lowest an SR should be, right? If it's getting under or close to that $10 range, which is like double a pack, there's no chance about it. You're just getting a good card for a good rate, right? And we're seeing this thing maybe approach the $15 mark at 18 here. So let's see. Nothing really much else to talk about on this page. A lot of these cards have creeped down just a dollar or two. Nothing crazy, nothing to highlight. I say, apologize I didn't get any content out last week. I am trying to get something out once a week for you guys to view. I did check out the comments from the last video. That was awesome. Thank you guys for your feedback. I implemented a couple things like clicking on the cards and trying to make everything more visible for you guys that are watching on a phone, as well as you guys that have it pulled up on the big screen. Maybe you're watching it during your lunch break, that kind of thing. Again, throw comments down there on YouTube. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what you want to see. You know, we'll keep this thing moving forward in a good direction. Outside of that, that's been your market update. We're due for another one in a couple of weeks, just for a market watch for the next month. I'll try to get some content out next week. I got a spicy deck profile that we'll probably go over here soon. I want to play it a few more times at locals and online, get some feedback on it, and get some data for you guys, I guess, before we show it to the world. So you know, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It is free. If you're watching on Twitch, follow me over at Twitch, right? Myth Plays with a Z. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me for a little bit. Peace.